looks like we're live. Well, I just arrived, and it looks like that I may not have received 100% accurate information. It looks like it might actually be over. Anyways, I just changed some money so I can give tzedakah, charity, which is probably appropriate in this area, but we'll see what's going on. We'll switch the camera for you. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Moulid Zaynab, Saida Zaynab, yeah. Shukran. Salam. Well, they've got a toy store open at this hour, which is cool. Assalamu alaikum. And Allah barakat. Okay. Well, this is the mosque. This is the mosque. Now, the swirling dervishes that I was promised over here at this hour, they seem kind of to be gone. Although there do seem some people to be dressed like they might have been those swirling dervishes. This I can't tell you. But this is Cairo at 3 a.m. At selling something, I assume. Looks like he's giving it out for free. Oh. Wow. Mafi flus? Mafi flus? Wow. Very good. And yeah, this is from you? For what? Yeah, from you. Shukran. For what reason? لماذا؟
لله
For Allah. Allah.
نفحة يومية
Yeah. اليوم special? كل يوم. Wow. Amazing. Shukran. This here is ta'amiyah. It's the Egyptian equivalent of falafel. Well, here we are. Salam. You look like Sufi. You look like dancing Sufi. Zikr, finish? Ashra. Khalas. Okay, shukran. Shukran, Habibi. Would you like tamea? Okay. من فضلك تامية؟ شكرا. Okay. Well, so this is Cairo at this hour. TikTok, fashion for women. An old clock that is not telling the correct time. And apparently one live streamer outside the mosque. There's the beautiful moon. And this celebration is in honor of the granddaughter of Muhammad sallallahu wasallam. That may God pray on him and he be at peace. There are different things they say, by the way, for different Nabi. For Ibrahim, for Musa, for all the different Nabi, they say something a little bit different. But along those lines, right after they mention the name of the prophet. As you can see, this is the real city that never sleeps. I've been in New York City, I've been in Manhattan, in the busiest parts, in the middle of the night, and it's nowhere near as lively as here. We're past 3 a.m. And you can buy watermelons. Here's a look inside the mosque. Maybe we can go inside. food and little things are available. One thing you can't buy there is scratch lottery tickets. You might think those are scratch lottery tickets. They're not. They're probably like little detergent things or something. Because this is one of those countries that, to its great credit, does not have the government trying to addict people to gambling. The poorest of people, the most desperate of people, letting them know the only way that you can get money is through gambling. And of course, when you lose it, you have to commit crimes and straight to jail. Salam salam. 70 لكيلو
80 البطيخ
80 for one for بطيخ. Wow, that's 80 guinea. That's less than $2 for a full complete watermelon. Advertisement, how do you say, reklama for you. I don't need that right now, too heavy, maybe later. Shukran Sadiqi. Alrighty. As you can see, as you would not be surprised to know, there is a homeless problem, which of course, New York, which is where I'm more or less from, although I'm very international, lived outside of New York pretty much most of the vast majority of my adult life. But New York has a similar problem, except that in New York, they don't have people coming out for religious reasons to hand out free food. Whereas that guy, who didn't seem like a very wealthy guy himself, was handing out free food. Now, I know that a lot of people have negative perceptions, a lot of people who are listening to me, although I need to be careful because people locally who watch this, because that's where YouTube shows it to people locally, based on my location, they don't necessarily understand the entire English, so occasionally I get nasty comments that I don't let through. But like really, today, including as well, bad stuff. But the truth is, so my point is that if all that you know about Islam is, you know, the worst things that you could possibly know, then you really don't know about the world of Islam. There is a lot of good here. And that's why I, as prime moderator, not prime minister, I do intend, with your help, with God's help, and definitely with your help, because it won't happen without you. That's very clear throughout all of reality and human history and throughout the Bible. God's not going to step in magically. The Bible's very clear. If God does have to step in magically, he's going to kill almost everybody because other people have not stood up. So with your help, I do definitely hope to replace Netanyahu, but as prime moderator, not as prime minister. Simply as somebody who moderates a public conversation without lies, without hiding anything, a public conversation for all humankind, or first, of course, locally, and then for humankind. Anyhow, we'll do a little turnaround, go back towards the mosque. Maybe we can get into the mosque, and maybe I should turn this off, because I am noticing that there might be one or two people from a distance following, probably not with terrible intent, but it's always good to, you know, have ears behind your head, as I do. Chacham Einav Baroishay. Oh, this guy's dressed well. Assalamu alaikum. Oh, look at that. Playing games. That's neat. Now, if you walk up to somebody with a recorder, especially if you don't speak the language, they get a little bit suspicious, as you'd understand. I've decided to blend in. Here's how I'm physically blending in. By wearing a New York cap. Dead true. That's how I'm blending in, by wearing a New York cap. That's how I show that I'm not from New York. I tell people I'm from New York. I tell people anything they want to know. That's the truth about transparency and the beauty of it. Not having secrets. Here you got a fruit market, a whole fruit market, open at this hour. I think the word for advertisement is reklama. but it could be propaganda, so I'm not entirely sure that I'm using the right words. And I can't access Google Translate at this hour. Assalamu alaikum. It's very cool. Reklama for you, yeah? Huh? Huh?
تصوير صور
Live video.
لا ما اقفل عشان في حريم
I'm not showing here.
ماشي.
Yeah, of course.
ماشي خليك هنا
Yes, of course, of course. أنا نص مسلمي.
مسلم
نص مسلمي.
نص مسلم
نص.
ان شاء الله كمل اسلامك بامر الله هنا
إن شاء الله ما إسلام.
ان شاء الله بامر الله كمل اسلامك علينا قاعدين هنا
Okay. Anyway, yeah, so he was telling me not to show his wife on the back of the scooter. So I'll go around. Is live stream video, you know, but it's fantastic that you have, you know, the whole night. Tusbay, you know, open. Very good. See you, Habibi. All right. Obviously, things could have gotten problematic. Look at this. What is this? This is matzah. I starved over Passover. Oh my goodness, they have matzah. Listen, I went and I looked at bakeries to see if I can make my own matzah, and I researched and whatever. Then again, I was in Sharm el-Sheikh at the time. But look at this. They have matzah. I could have eaten. Very good. Literally starved, keeping all the rules. Look at all this matzah. Look at this endless matzah. Alrighty. Ba-ba-doo ba-ba-doo beep ba-boom. Ba-ba-doo dum ba-doo boop ba-boom. Ba-ba-doo dum ba-ba-doo dum dum ba-doo. I wonder if I could turn on whatchamacall. Can I turn on light? I could, but should I? I did. Alright, I turn on light. I shouldn't, because as you can imagine, it's blinding and it very much telegraphs a great deal of curiosity. So I think I should turn that back off. Ba-ba-dee dum bum ba-dee ba bum. Ba-ba-dee dum bum. Masjid Fatah? Masjid open? Masjid. Huh? Okay, shukran. This does not look like it would be the entrance. No, this looks like an unsafe couple of people getting physical. They get physical here. It's not a big deal for them to get physical here. You know, most Egyptians prefer Sharm el-Sheikh because it's like a boring New York small city. Not New York, a boring American small city. You know, as somebody born in New York, I generally, when I say America, I'm literally talking about New York. I apologize to everybody else, but hey man, that's how you're raised in New York City. But it's like an American small town, so they like it. But it's much more dull, for both good and bad. For hate and for love, for all the passions. Oh, this is a cool little side street. Huh. Shisha. Assalamu alaikum. Zikr is over? So, Bokra, Zikr. This is a camera. Yeah, shukran. Video YouTube.
خلص هو كذا شطة.
Huh? Okay, but Bokra.
لا خلاص هي كانت النهارده.
خلاص. خلاص الذكر Sufi.
أنا اللي بعمل الذكر خلص.
Okay, shukran. Thank you. So he says that it's over. They're not doing it anymore. I don't know. All right. Thank you. شكرا حبيبي.
قال لك مولد بتاع ايه؟ بتاع
مولد
فرعونين.
يا اها
بعد اليوم.
بعد اليوم. اوكي. السلام عليكم. اسمي موسى.
اهلا وسهلا. تشرب شاي؟
ها؟
تشرب شاي؟
Nah, shukran. You know, people are watching, so I'm gonna walk around, show them the masjid.
حلو.
Thank you.
ماشي.
Shukran. Whoa, did this get zoomed? All right. I think we're gonna finish the live stream momentarily, just because, like I said before, numbers-wise, the dangers increase. The fewer people that are actually watching, the greater the danger is. People can see how many people are watching. Plus, with same thing on Substack and all YouTube, all support. The more people and the more money, the more I can do. Otherwise, the less I can do. Anyways, this is this. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful, wonderful evening. Now, how do you close this thing?